Imagine waking up every morning with legs that feel lighter, stronger, and more alive than they have in years. Imagine standing up from your bed without that slow stiffness, without that hesitation, without that familiar pressure in your knees, or that tired heaviness in your thighs. This is not a fantasy. This is not something reserved only for athletes or people with perfect health. This is something you can start creating today, because after 50, your legs are the engines that carry your independence, your strength, your confidence, and your freedom. And the moment you begin giving them the right fuel and the right movement each morning, they respond faster than you expect. Every single morning, your muscles have a reset button. When you wake up, your joints are at their stiffest, your circulation is at its slowest, and your balance system is still warming up. That's why so many adults over 50 feel that heavy start to the day. But what most people don't know is that simple, slow, controlled movements done in the morning can trigger powerful changes inside the leg muscles, tendons, and nerves. Universities researching aging and mobility have repeatedly shown that gentle morning activation exercise help older adults improve stability, reduce pain, and walk longer distances with less effort. This is not complicated science. It's simply about waking up the muscles the way nature intended. Think about your legs for a moment. They've carried you through decades of life through work, raising a family, challenges, victories, stress, routines, and thousands of steps every single day. Over time, the muscles naturally become less active because the brain reduces the signals it sends to them. This is a normal part of aging, but it's also something you can fight back against starting right now. When you perform slow activation moves in the morning, you are reteaching the brain to wake up the legs more efficiently. Many older adults who follow morning routines report feeling lighter, more stable, and more in control within just a few days. The truth is, you don't need a gym. You don't need heavy equipment. You don't need to push yourself like younger people do. You only need consistency, awareness, and the belief that your body is still capable of amazing improvement, because it is. Studies on adults between 50 and 75 show that muscles respond to regular movement almost as well now as they did decades earlier. The difference is not age, it's activation. Now picture yourself standing by your bed each morning. You place your hands lightly on a wall or chair. You breathe deeply, and you begin with a simple move that signals your legs to wake up. It's not intense. It's not painful. It's not complicated. But inside your muscles, something powerful begins happening. Blood starts flowing. Nerves start firing. The joints get lubrication. The brain becomes alert to your balance. All of this happens within the first few minutes. You're not just moving your body, you're preparing yourself for the entire day ahead. Every older adult knows that one fall can change everything. One moment of imbalance, one slip, one step taken the wrong way. Morning leg activation dramatically lowers the risk by strengthening your body's internal balance sensors. These sensors are located in the ankles, feet, calf muscles, and even inside the hips. When they are active, you walk more confidently and react quicker to uneven surfaces. This is why many safe aging programs encourage older adults to perform gentle leg routines before they start their day. But there's something deeper here, not just physical, but emotional. When your legs feel strong, you feel strong. When your legs feel young, you feel young. Your confidence rises, your energy rises, your motivation rises. Many people over 50 describe it as reclaiming a part of themselves they thought they'd lost. That's the power of morning movement. It reconnects you with your own capability. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to do the routine flawlessly. What matters is presence, simply showing up, simply allowing your body to do what it was designed to do, move, activate, and evolve. The legs thrive on gentle pressure. They come alive when you use them. And when they come alive, your entire day changes. Imagine going upstairs without holding the railing. Imagine walking faster without trying. Imagine sitting and standing effortlessly. Imagine feeling steady when stepping off a curb or climbing onto a bus. These are not small improvements. They are life-changing. They bring freedom, confidence, and a sense of youthfulness that money cannot buy. Every morning you choose to do these simple moves. You are telling your body, I'm not slowing down. I'm getting stronger. You are rewriting the story of aging. And the best part? Your legs respond quickly. They love being used. They love being activated. They love fresh circulation. And no matter your age 50, 60, 70, or beyond, your legs can still grow stronger, faster, and more capable. This is your new beginning. A simple morning routine, a powerful change, a second chance at strength. And by the time you finish your first week, you'll begin to realize something extraordinary. Your legs don't just support you. They help define how young you feel. Now that you understand why morning leg activation is so powerful, it's time to step deeper into what actually happens inside your body when you commit to these simple routines. Most people think aging is only about the muscles getting weaker or the joints becoming stiff, but the real change happens in the connection between your mind and your movement. When you wake up every morning and gently activate your legs, you are strengthening the communication system that tells your muscles how to move, how to balance, and how to protect you. And this connection is more important after 50 than ever before. Think of your muscles like engines and your nerves like the spark that ignites them. As you age, the spark becomes slower, not because the body is failing, but because it simply hasn't been asked to fire at full efficiency. Morning movement reawakens this communication line. Research on older adults shows that even slow, controlled motions first thing in the day increase the brain's ability to send stronger signals to the lower body. This means you don't just feel more stable, you actually become more stable. Your legs move with better coordination, your steps become more conscious, and your body responds faster to the world around you. When you begin your morning with intentional movement, you are doing something incredibly important. You are starting the day in command of your body. Too many people over 50 let stiffness decide their morning. They roll out of bed slowly, grab the edge of the mattress, and tiptoe into the day, hoping the stiffness will fade. But stiffness doesn't disappear unless you push back. And when you push back gently and consistently, your body begins to change in remarkable ways. One of the biggest changes adults notice is circulation. When you first wake up, your blood flow is at one of its lowest points. This is why your legs may feel cold, heavy, or numb in the morning. When you activate your legs with controlled movements, you trigger an immediate increase in circulation that sends oxygen, warmth, and fresh nutrients down into the muscles and joints. This is what creates that lighter feeling people talk about. It's not magic. It's biology working exactly the way it's supposed to. Circulation is what keeps your muscles healthy. It keeps your joints lubricated. It keeps your balance sharp. When older adults skip morning activation, they often feel tightness throughout the day because the blood flow never fully catches up. But when they make activation a ritual, the entire lower body becomes more alive and responsive. This doesn't just help with walking, it impacts your posture, your confidence, and even the way you carry your weight throughout the day. Another benefit comes from awakening the hips. Many people over 50 don't realize that the hips are the hidden foundation of the legs. When the hips are tight or weak, the knees suffer, the ankles suffer, even the lower back suffers. Morning movements that gently wake up the hip muscles help take pressure off the joints that often cause discomfort. Adults who adopt morning routines frequently report that the heaviness in their knees decreases. Their lower back feels more supported, and their walking stride becomes smoother. One of the most surprising things older adults experience is the change in their energy. When your legs are stiff, it drains your motivation. It makes your brain feel sluggish. But when your legs feel alive, your entire mood shifts. Activation triggers the release of natural feel-good hormones that boost motivation and positivity. Many adults say their whole day becomes more productive and more active simply because they started their morning with movement. Another powerful effect comes from how these morning routines influence your balance system. Balance cells in your ankles and feet respond immediately to small controlled movement. When you practice stability in the morning, even with simple motions like weight shifting or slow heel lifts, you train your body to stay centered and steady throughout the day. This improves your walking speed, reduces the risk of falls, and gives you a sense of confidence that is absolutely life-changing. Even people who once felt nervous about stairs, uneven ground, or bending down slowly regain trust in their body. There's also an emotional transformation that comes with this. When you take control of your morning, you take control of your aging, you stop seeing the passing years as something that reduces you, and instead view them as experience your body can still honor. Every time you complete your morning activation, you prove to yourself that you are not too old, not too late, not too weak, you are still capable. And capability is one of the most powerful feelings you can experience in your 50s, 60s, and 70s. Morning routines send a message to your mind and your body: I care about myself, I choose strength, I choose mobility. And your body responds with gratitude. Your legs become more dependable. Your steps become more confident. Your muscles begin to support you in ways they haven't in years. And slowly, day by day, you begin feeling younger, not because you reversed time, but because you activated the health that was always still inside you. Every adult over 50 deserves to feel strong when they stand up from bed. They deserve to feel balanced when they walk. They deserve to feel confident when they move. Morning activation is one of the simplest methods to unlock these feelings. And the best part is that you don't need to be an expert. You don't need perfect technique. You only need commitment and patience. With each morning, your body will adjust, improve, and respond. These movements give you something priceless: control over your aging. Not through shortcuts, not through intensity, but through consistency. And as your legs begin to feel younger, your entire life begins to expand. Because when your legs are strong, the world becomes easier to move through. And when the world becomes easier to move through, you live with more joy, more freedom, and more purpose every single day. As you move into the final part of this journey, imagine yourself 1 month from now. Picture waking up and feeling your feet hit the floor with ease, your knees bending without hesitation, your hips supporting you with stability, and your legs carrying you forward with the kind of energy you once thought belonged only to your youth. This transformation is not only possible, it becomes almost unavoidable when you commit to simple morning activation movements every day. Because once your body starts responding, it doesn't stop. Momentum becomes your ally, and consistency becomes your power. Now, think about something important. Every morning you move, you're not just working on your legs, you are upgrading the entire system that controls strength, coordination, balance, and mobility. These morning routines are like small investments that multiply over time. They don't overwhelm your body, they don't exhaust you. They work with the natural rhythm of your muscles, joints, and nerves. And this is the reason they create results that feel almost surprising. Many adults describe that within just days, their walks feel smoother. Within weeks, their steps feel lighter. And by the end of a month, the fear of losing balance or the hesitation during movement begins to fade. Your legs are the pillars of your independence. And independence is something every person over 50 treasures deeply. When your legs feel strong, you feel like you can handle anything, whether it's climbing stairs, walking long distance, doing household tasks, or simply enjoying life without worrying about pain or weakness slowing you down. Morning routines help protect this independence by strengthening the muscles most responsible for supporting your body's weight and stability. When these muscles wake up properly in the morning, the rest of your day becomes significantly safer and more comfortable. One of the most powerful changes you will notice over time is how your posture improves. Weak or inactive leg muscles force the body to adopt compensations, leaning forward, walking with shorter steps, locking the knees, or relying too heavily on your lower back. These compensations create pain and stiffness that can limit your daily life. But when your legs become active each morning, your body begins to align naturally. The hips open, the knees stabilize, and the ankles support you with greater strength. Your entire frame becomes more balanced, and you feel taller, stronger, and more grounded. Another benefit that often surprises older adults is the improvement in coordination. Coordination is not something only athletes need. Every person relies on it while walking, sitting, bending, turning, or stepping over small obstacles. Morning activation strengthens the pathways that connect your brain with your legs, making your movements more accurate and controlled. This reduces missteps, improves reaction time, and gives you a sense of confidence in your everyday tasks. Even something as simple as stepping into a car or getting out of a chair becomes smoother and easier. For many adults over 50, stiffness is one of the biggest challenges they face, especially in the morning. Stiffness can make the day feel slow before it even begins. But morning leg activation breaks the stiffness at its root. Instead of waiting for stiffness to go away, you actively release it. As blood flow increases and muscles warm up, tension melts out of the legs and hips. What once felt tight begins to feel open. What once felt heavy begins to feel energized. And this shift changes the way you experience your entire day. Emotionally, the impact is just as significant. When you feel physically strong, your mindset shifts, you feel more capable, you feel more optimistic, you feel more in control of your life. Movement, first thing in the morning, sends a powerful message to your brain that today will be different, today will be productive, today will be yours. Many older adults say that these morning routines not only change their body, but also change their mood, their motivation, and their overall confidence. You may also begin noticing that activities you once avoided start becoming easier. Walking longer distances, standing for extended periods, or climbing stairs might feel more manageable. Even household chores, gardening, or playing with grandchildren become enjoyable again. This is because your legs are no longer passive. They're working for you. They're supporting you. They're ready for movement instead of resisting it. And here's something important. The benefits you build do not disappear overnight. Morning routines create a long-lasting foundation because once your muscles become stronger and your balance becomes sharp, your body continues to use those improvements throughout the day. You start building what experts call functional strength, the strength required to live your life without fear, without strain, without unnecessary fatigue. This is the kind of strength that keeps people active well into their later years. There's also something deeply empowering about giving your body attention before the world demands your energy. Morning movement becomes your quiet moment, your personal investment, your promise to yourself that your health, your mobility, and your longevity matter. It becomes a ritual that grounds you, strengthens you, and reminds you that aging does not equal decline. It simply means you need to move with intention, with care, and with consistency. Every day you choose this routine, you are shaping a future filled with more freedom, more mobility, more comfort, and more confidence. The routine may take only minutes, but its impact will last all day and continue building for years. If you stay consistent, your legs will absolutely feel younger, more responsive, more stable, and more alive than they have in a long time. You deserve to move without fear. You deserve to feel strong when you walk. You deserve to wake up with energy, not stiffness. And you deserve to age with power, purpose, and pride. This simple morning routine is your pathway to that life. Start today, stay committed, and watch your body reward you in ways you never expected.